Hi, it's Tommy coming at you from beautiful Cape Cod. I am just trying to come on and do a quick video talking about my lunch today. I am Tommy. I am a bright line eater. I have been doing bright line eating for more than 1,245 days. I started out weighing 249 and lost more than 100 pounds. I am 64 years old. I've been doing bright line eating since 2020, and I took more than a year and a half to reach my goal weight, and I also have osteoporosis and Hashimoto's underactive thyroid disease. So I come on here to show you how I live my life on bright line eating, and sometimes about food, sometimes about other things. So bright line eating is you can find out more about it by going to brightlineeating.com. And there is also a book by Susan Pierce Thompson I highly recommend. And my husband and I have both been doing it for a while, and the 4 bright lines are no sugar, no sweeteners of any kind, no flour of any kind, and it's based in brain science. And then the 3rd bright line is 3 meals a day, no snacking. Some people, there's some exceptions as far as maybe a 4th meal. So just 3 meals a day, no snacking. And the 4th bright line. I'm having a senior moment here. And we weigh and measure our food. I use, I have 2 different types of OXO scales. Because there's 2 of us now, sometimes both of them are usually out, but this one's a great one for travel. So it's OXO, wonderful scale, stays on, doesn't turn off unless the battery runs out. So that's good when you're taking time to measure food. So I'm actually going to use this one, and I am going to make my lunch from leftover red lentil pasta that we had last night. I am absolutely loving. I made some garlic Scape Pesto from the garlic we were growing in the garden, and it is delicious. Made of I think I made this with I made it with walnuts. So it has walnuts, obviously lots of pesto, lots of basil, and garlic scapes. I had one, but anyway, they're the little head that grows from the garlic, and you can find them at farmers markets this time of year. It's late June, and I had a whole bunch of them, and so that was the easiest thing to do. And then this has olive oil in it as well too, but it's pretty simple. And I love this pesto, and so the best vehicle for it is pasta. So we had this red lentil pasta for dinner last night, and I'm going to show you. So here is my leftover red lentil pasta, and this, not everybody can do this on bright line eating, but this is made from organic red lentil flour only. That's the only ingredient. So to me it's pretty pure, and bean flour is the only exception to flours. It doesn't react in the brain the same way. I've heard Susan say it many times, so and I don't have any problem with it. So we do this red lentil pasta. Some people, they're gonna, it's just pasta maybe was their binge food, and so they're not gonna be able to eat it. But anyway, so I'm taking this pasta. Let me see if I can put it down so you can see me weighing it. So I'm just gonna weigh out 6 ounces. So one of the tricks that I use, because I just want more when I'm eating pasta, is I then add in some other vegetables. So again, I'm not on weight loss, so it's not such an issue if you're on weight loss. They say not to have peas very often, but here I have some sauteed mushrooms from yesterday. Oops. Okay, so I'm gonna have to weigh. I left the 6. I usually zero it out, but I didn't. So I'm gonna put in so that this gets to 12. So that, you know, I'm putting in a little less than 6 ounces of peas. So there's 6 ounces. You can't see the scale, but you can't see the readout. So there is 6 ounces of vegetables. I'm actually going to do another ounce because I know a lot of people, I have bumped my vegetables up to, I bumped them up to 12 for a very long time, and now I bumped them up to 14 ounces of vegetables at each meal. Just because I had cut back on some of my other things and I was still finding myself hungry. And so I added in more vegetables, and that seemed to do the case, and I'm just trying to lose a little more weight. So I had the maintenance creep. So, and then I'm going to put in, I have some leftover green beans. And so this is a way that I end up having more, but it's just the right amount of pasta. So I'm going to add in, so that's 7. I'm going to zero it out. I'm going to add in some green beans. There's corn in here, but I'm saving that for tonight for dinner. Again, some people like having corn and peas in the same day would be like too much, but it's not for me. So I wouldn't have 14 ounces of corn though. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do all of these green beans because I think the green beans will taste great with the pesto too. So so that's 6.3. I'm gonna stick, because I need 7, I'm gonna stick a carrot in here so that I get to 7, and I'm just gonna eat it. This seems to be what I do a lot lately to get it up. If I don't have the cooked vegetables, I just, there. So now I'm at exactly 7, and I will just munch these while I'm prepping the rest of everything. So I don't want to cook my my pesto, so what I'm going to do is take this gorgeous bowl. I'm going to put it in the microwave, warm it up, and then I'll put the pesto in it and mix it up. This is so much, I'm probably going to switch to another bowl, but I'll come back in a minute. So I'm waiting for my pasta to warm up. I have a bigger bowl. I'm going to put it in when it gets, because it'll be fine. I won't have it spilling all over the place when I'm doing it, putting my stuff away. I just wanted to say, like, I'm just loving having this this pesto, and I don't know that there's an FAQ about pesto, but I measure about 1.5 ounces of it, and you know, count it as my fat, and that doesn't trigger me, doesn't seem to be too much. And sometimes I put a little bit of water. Of course, I'm just taking it out of the pot. I do a little bit of pasta water, and I just mix it. It just tastes like summer to me. It's super delicious. And so this is one of the things I'm doing. I know people were asking about measuring the pasta, so you definitely measure the pasta after you cook it. And I really believe that this Trader Joe's red lentil organic pasta is the bomb. It's the best. You know, I think sometimes they have a different, it's always penne or settagnini or whatever. I also have some Bonza. It has a little more stuff in it, but again, when I eat this, I may eat it for like 2 meals in a week, because when you do a pound, also this is really reasonably priced. I think this bag is $2.99, and I bought some, hold on, I'll go off camera for a second. I bought some Bonza pasta at the grocery store one. It is an organic. And this 8-ounce box, so this is a pound and it was $2.99. This 8-ounce box was on sale for $4.49. They have more, you know, just more types of pasta. Like this is a cavatappi. But this is made from chickpeas and pea starch, which is fine. There's tapioca in it. Some people are like, really, you know, no tapioca. Again, I'm not eating that often. And we do the Bonza pizza shells, and we don't seem to have any problem with it. Again, we wouldn't do the Bonza pizza more than once a week. And again, we're in maintenance, and we don't seem to have any issues with it. I guess we would have issues not having it just because it's a food that we enjoy, and so, you know, we still do it. So let me grab this from the microwave. Yeah, this time of year I actually could eat this cold as well too. So I'm just gonna put this down a little bit. Just gonna pour this whole thing into this bowl. So I've got mushrooms, green beans, and peas. I just love having my pasta with red sauce or with this pesto with peas. And it also stretches it, so I'm having more, and it just tastes good. And I loved having the mushrooms in there too. You could put you know, chopped cherry tomatoes, different things. So it's great. So again, it's a pretty good amount of pesto. I probably could get by with 1 ounce, like that's 1 ounce. But I really love the pesto, and I find it goes bad, so I use a little bit more of it. That's too much. So there we are. So here we have the pesto in there, and again, I'm probably going to take some water just to help thin it out a little bit and mix it all in. This probably takes the longest of all the process of doing it. It's not, I heated it up in the microwave for 3 minutes. I'm not gonna spend 3 minutes mixing it, but it's really so much better if I spend the time mixing it. And I'm gonna take some kind of, sometimes it's hot, water. Again, pasta water is the most ideal, and this is gonna, I don't salt my pesto, so this will need salt as well too. But again, this is one of my favorite lunches right now. This, and I also love having, again, this is a vegetarian lunch. I love having, because there's no cheese in my pesto. It's just walnuts, olive oil, but mainly the garlic scapes and the basil. And I love having, the other lunch I love having this time of year is a big 14 ounce, it could be a 10 ounce, however many vegetables you have, salad with 2 ounces of pumpkin seeds on it, and you know, some salad dressing. I just love that. Ugh, so good. Or if I put avocado in it, then I'll just use some balsamic and mustard as my salad dressing, and I just absolutely love it. The last couple of days I was having, we had a lobster that we got from a lobsterman, and we got an extra one so that I can make lobster salad, because it's something, you know, I make it myself, and I made it with, you know, just a ½ ounce of mayonnaise and 4 ounces of lobster, and I had it on this big, huge 14-ounce salad with a mustard and balsamic vinaigrette. So no oil. So this is how it looks. You can see it's just lovely, and it's such a subtle garlicness. I can't do pesto with raw garlic. I have to roast the garlic. And it's amazing. We have been growing garlic the last couple of years, and last year we didn't have a lot of luck, and this is our garlic, tiny little things, but this is from last year's crop, and we're getting close to this year's crop. So it's amazing we haven't had to buy garlic, so I absolutely love it. Use it for cooking and everything. So here's this. I'm gonna, you know, put some little one of the disadvantages of Cape Cod this time of year is that it is so moist that salt becomes an issue. Grinders are better than a salt shaker, but even the grinders start to get kind of... So I will be eating this, and I'll take a bite before I end the video and going, yum, 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 I love it, I love it. Because I do. All last night when I was eating my dinner, and then I weighed out my 6 ounces of dark cherries, and that is my lunch. And I mean, I certainly don't feel deprived when I eat something like this. So I will just go ahead and take a bite. So good. Oh, I love it. Put a little pepper in there too. And this is what I'm enjoying for lunch today. Great way to, you know, use leftover pasta. Again, you could actually eat this cold with the pesto. It's delicious cold, but I felt like warming it up a little bit today. Not quite that hot yet here. So anyway, if you like this video, please, you know, mark like, subscribe, share it with your friends. I'm trying to get to the point where I need to double, triple my viewers. And if there's anything you want me to make videos about, you know, obviously this is a busy time of year on Cape Cod. We have 2 Airbnb units, so after I finish eating this, I will be doing a changeover. So have a beautiful, bright day, and thanks for watching.